Okay, so let us go ahead, and now that we have, let me close a few pages here. So now let me go ahead. So I have an instance here, right? So what I can do is go to snapshots or volumes, right? And I see my volume here, right? I see my volume here. So this is the volume that was created with my instance. As you can see, it's not encrypted, right? It's not encrypted, right? And it has 100 IOPS and it has 8 kilobytes of size, right? Was created in the 1E availability zone, is in use, right? Is in use. And the volume status is okay. It's not multi-attached enable. All right, so now what I can do is create a snapshot of this volume. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a snapshot. So I say my, and I want you to notice something. The volume is not encrypted, right? It's not encrypted. It means that when I create a snapshot, the snapshot is not going to be encrypted either. Okay, so let me right click and I'm going to create a snapshot and call it my volume snapshot. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and create the snapshot. Okay, so the snapshot is created here. Okay, it's now in the process of being created. As you can see, the snapshot is not encrypted. But there's something interesting here. I can restore the volume from this snapshot and I can encrypt it. So it is possible to create an encrypted volume from an unencrypted volume through a snapshot. So you saw that my original volume is not encrypted. And you saw that my snapshot is not encrypted. Okay. So now I can right click here and create a volume. And now when I hit this, I have the option to encrypt it. So my new volume, even though it came from a non-encrypted volume, can be encrypted. Okay. And something that I have to notice, something that guys, you have to understand, you have to create the volume in the same availability zone as the instance if you want to attach the volume to the instance. So if you take a look at the instance that I have right now is in US East E, 1E, as you can see here, 1E. And the volume is going to be created in 1A. And on purpose, I want to do it. So I want to create a volume in a different availability zone. My volume is in 1A, my EC2 instance is 1E, right? So I'm going to choose the default key, my AWS, perfect, I encrypt it, and I go ahead and create the volume. So now the volume has been created. It's not going to show here until probably a few seconds later. And now it's not showing yet. It will show. Let us just wait. Oh, this is snapshot. I'm sorry. Volume. And here is the one available, right? So as you can see here, my volume is encrypted. It came from this one. But when I restore the volume from the snapshot, I have the choice to encrypt it. Now, if I want to attach this to the instance, right click, and it says attach volume. If I want to attach it to the instance, I don't find any instance here. It says no matching, running, or stop instances were found in availability zone US East 1A. Why? Because my instance is in US East 1E, right? So a volume is a zonal service. It's zonal. So it can only be attached to an instance that is deployed in the same availability zone as the volume, right? So I'm going to delete this volume because it has no use. It is not in the availability zone that I want. So I'm going to delete it, right? And it will be deleted. Okay. So go back to the snapshot and restore the volume. And now I'm going to choose a different availability zone. So now I create the volume. I chose, what is this? Okay, it's going to be, let's see. Okay. And now I'm going to choose 1E, just like the instance, and encrypt it, right? And right now I can go ahead and create the volume. So I chose the availability zone where the instance is, right? Create the volume. Now I can go back to my volumes and I see that the one before was completely deleted. It was wiped out. And I have a new one here that's going to be available really soon. So now I see that it's in US East 1E, just like the original one. And it's encrypted, right? So now I can go ahead and attach this volume to the instance. And as soon as I click here, I see the instance running. Okay, so now I go ahead, and this is the device where it's going to be mounted. Okay, it's going to be mounted here. So I can go ahead and attach it. And now it's been attached to the instance. Now my instance has more power, right? Before it was available, now it's in use. So I can go back to my instance and refresh the page and click on the instance ID to see the information about storage. So I can click here and I will see that I have two volumes here. One is encrypted, the latest one with this key, and one is not encrypted, that's the original one. Now, if I delete the instance, this will go away, which is the original one, and this one would not go away. It will stay in my volume section here, right? So I can go ahead.
Sorry, is there a priority for what storage it fills first? Since you have two different storage devices.
This is the additional one.
So when does the additional one start getting filled with like content?
This one has 8 gigabytes.
So after that gets filled, it'll go to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way you can see how full it is?
There's a way you can SSH into the instance, and check using the df command, and it will tell you where it is mounted and the free space there's there.
Okay. And I had one more question. When you said you can encrypt a volume from a snapshot, can you do it the other way around? What if your volume was encrypted? Can you create a snapshot with it unencrypted?
Let me see.
Or is that like a security issue? You know what I mean? Like, can you unencrypt it? Like when you restore it, can you restore it unencrypted from a snapshot?
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
So you know how you created it from the snapshot, you created the volume again to you restored the volume, and then you encrypted it. Can you start with an encrypted snapshot and then make it an unencrypted volume from that? It's like the other way around than what you did before.
Okay. Let us try that.
Because I was thinking maybe that was a security issue. Like.
Okay, let us try that. One moment. So let us do here. So let us take a snapshot of my encrypted volume. Okay, this one is encrypted. So let us take a snapshot of this one, right? My encrypted snapshot. So now I have my encrypted snapshot here, right? Encrypted. You can't. It's already selected by default there.
That's what I meant. Like, I don't. I don't think you can unencrypt it that way because it'd be a security and because security issue. Someone can mess with your unencrypted manually when you're not like there. So that's good. It's a good security thing built in.
Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay, so you can see here where it's mounted, right? Maybe you can see here free. Have the free memory there. Yes, gives you here. Okay, and you can see here. So we have the last here, right? Okay, so this is it. This is about this guy. Now let us delete the instance, and you will see. So let me delete the instance, and you will see how once one goes away, right, and the other one stays there. Okay. So right now the instance has been terminated, right? See here is shutting down. So the volumes, this one, the non-encrypted one will go away, and the other one will stay. So let's see what happens. Okay. You see, the one that was not encrypted, it just disappeared. It was deleted, and the other one stayed. And now it's available for use, right?
So what if you provision the same EC2 instance in another availability zone? Is the second one gonna still be attached, or you still gonna do it manually?
What do you mean? Say that again.
I mean, like if you want to provision the same EC2 in another availability zone, of course, I know the root volume is gonna still be attached, right?
Right.
Yeah. What about the second one that the second encrypt?
The second one has to be in the same availability zone.
Yeah. What I mean is it gonna move together with the EC, or we gonna go do it manually? We like start creating another snap and stuff like that.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, you should have asked me before I terminated this guy.
I just came up now.
Yeah. Let us go ahead and leave a quick here. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch it. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and create an image here of this guy. Right. And copy the image in another availability zone. Okay, so now we can go ahead and create an image. So let me create an image after attaching the volume. And this one was created 1A, 1E. Okay, good. It's choosing 1E by default. That's weird. Okay, so attach this guy to the instance. Perfect. Okay, so now my instance has 2 volumes. Can come here and check the storage. It's going to show soon. Okay. There you go. Let me create an image from this guy. Contains both. You see, it contains both. Okay. So let me create the image. So now that I'm creating this image, when I share the image, it's going to contain 2 volumes, right? So I'm going to copy this image to another region, right? Okay, you see the permissions here? So if you have some permissions in this particular image, you will have to share your permissions with the other region, with the other account, just in case you use another account. Okay, because here you're adding your account number, right? Your account number. It means that it's a private with account number. So you will have to share permission with the other account, right? So let us wait for this to be created, and then we're gonna go ahead and copy this in another region, and we'll be able to see when we create the instance what the instance has, right? It's taking a while. In the meantime, guys, do you understand what we did? You guys understand what we did?
Yep. Yep.
I think everybody's ready for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is taking more than usual. Wow, it's taking a long time, right?
Maybe it's your internet problem.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, this is taking too long. Okay, so